Growth on True TV, 76,000. I said this last time. Shout out to Mrs. Me Too.
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
The footage no one expected. It's the breakdown no one saw coming. Chicago Sky's star forward Angel Reese is known for her fierce game, bold personality, and unapologetic presence both on and off the court. But this week she wasn't in the headlines. For her performance, she was trending for her rage. Cameras caught every moment as Angel Reese completely lost it courtside. And the reason? The empty seats. Yes, you heard that right. In a shocking turn of events, fans appeared to abandon Angel Reese during one of the most anticipated home games of the season. Rows of empty chairs, silent sections, and a visibly disappointed Reese pacing, throwing her towel and screaming something that had even her teammates frozen in place. Insiders say it wasn't just frustration, it was personal. One mixed-up moment caught her saying, "I put my soul into this team. And for what? Nobody shows up unless it's drama." The emotion, to betrayal. It was raw, was real, and fans watching from home. Shocked. Has the hype faded? Is this just the beginning of a deeper fallout between Reese and her fanbase? Or is the league itself to blame for this stunning moment of silence in the stands? Because Angel Reese didn't just play that game. She exploded in it. Stay locked in, because what happened after the cameras stopped rolling will leave you speechless. And the full story. It's so much deeper than just a few empty seats. This is not just about basketball anymore. It was supposed to be a big night. The Chicago Sky were finally returning home after a tough road stretch. And the city had been buzzing about Angel Reese, the rising wnba star who brought fire, flair, and fearlessness to every game. Her social media was on fire, her highlights were viral, and merch was flying off the shelves. But when tip-off time came, the arena told a very different story. Empty seats? Not just a few. Entire sections were left barren. The music played, the announcers hyped the crowd, but the energy just wasn't there. It was.
Gotta be completely honest with you. It is a league first and foremost, and the most important thing is that the league long term is going to be profitable, or at least it looks like a potential to be. Otherwise, once that TV deal is done 3 years, and right now this does not been the greatest look in the world.
It wasn't like the last few home games where fans were on their feet, signs in the air, and kids wearing Reese's number. This time it was awkward, quiet, and Reese noticed fast. From the jump, you could tell something was off. Reese's game was shaky, her body language tight. After missing a layup in the first quarter, she glanced toward the stands and muttered something under her breath. By the second quarter, the frustration boiled over. A whistle blew on a questionable foul call, and she snapped. She slammed the ball to the floor, turned toward the bench, and shouted, "Why the hell we playing if nobody even cares?" The cameras caught it. The moment froze on live TV. Even the commentators didn't know what to say. "That's a lot of emotion," one said quietly. "You gotta wonder what's going on behind the scenes." By halftime, it got worse. Sources say Reese stormed into the locker room and didn't speak to anyone for nearly 10 minutes. Teammates were confused. Some tried to talk to her, but she reportedly waved them off and kept pacing. One staff member told a reporter, "I've never seen her like this. She looked betrayed." During the third quarter, Reese sat on the bench, longer than usual, towel over her head, chewing her nails. The crowd that was there started to whisper. Some fans pointed, wondering if she was injured. But she wasn't hurt physically. She was angry. Then came the breaking point, midway through the fourth quarter, after a missed three-pointer and a no-call on a drive to the basket. Reese turned to the stands and screamed, "This is what y'all wanted, right? Y'all don't want me here anyway." Gasps from the bench, from the fans. from the opposing team, and the camera didn't miss a thing. A close-up caught Reese's eyes glistening. Not just with sweat, but with actual tears. She grabbed her towel, threw it at the end of the bench, and shouted, "I should have stayed." In Baltimore. After the game, she walked off the court without shaking hands. No post-game interview. No hugs, no smiles. Just a storm of frustration and a walk, straight into the tunnel. But here's where things got even messier. Because while Reese went silent, the internet did single quotes, social media lit up. Clips of her meltdown were everywhere. TikTok users broke down her on-court outbursts. Sports blogs posted side-by-side photos showing the empty arena. People started asking hard questions. Why was the stadium so empty? Is Chicago turning on her? Is it the media backlash catching up? Is Angel Reese being sabotaged? Wow. One thread even claimed there were last-minute ticket cancellations due to backlash over her attitude. Another blamed a leaked PR memo suggesting Reese had become too controversial to market. But the real bomb, it dropped just hours later, and it had nothing to do with fans. It came from inside the team. A voice note leaked, one that would send shockwaves through the wnba community and completely change the tone of Angel Reese's outburst. The source: an anonymous staffer from the Chicago Sky's front office. The content: chilling. In the note, a female voice believed to be a senior marketing executive says, "I mean, look, Reese's box office, no doubt. But she's also unpredictable. The execs are nervous. They think she's too hot to handle. We pulled back the promo this week on purpose to cool the noise. We wanted to see how she'd respond without the hype machine behind her." Well, now we know. Fans were shocked. Had the organization deliberately sabotaged its own star player? Was this a test? A punishment? Calculated move to humble a woman who had become the face of the league in just months? Twitter exploded. "This is sick," one user wrote. "They used her for clout and threw her under the bus the second she got too powerful. So they set her up to break down on camera," said another. "This ain't a game anymore. This is mental warfare." Angel Reese herself didn't post anything that night, but her team did. Her agent shared a single tweet. They can't dim what they didn't create. And then Reese's mother, Angel Webb, stepped into the spotlight. In a passionate Instagram Live, Angel's mom went off. "My daughter gave her life to this sport," she said, fighting tears. "She carried this team. She brought eyes to this league. And now y'all want to ghost her. Y'all want to act brand new? Not on my watch." The live reached over 300K viewers in under 30 minutes. Then came the celebrities. Beyoncé's publicist liked a tweet defending Angel. Cardi B tweeted, "Y'all always love a strong woman until she strongs the wrong way. SMH." Even LeBron James posted a cryptic gif of a lion pacing in a cage with the caption, "They fear what they can't control." But amidst the rising support, the Chicago Sky organization stayed silent. No statement, no apology, nothing. And that silence only made things worse, because another leak dropped, this time from a group chat allegedly between players and a few assistants. In it, someone says, "Angel's not stable. She's gonna ruin everything if she doesn't get it together." Fans were quick to defend her. So she's unstable for showing emotion, for calling out an empty arena after carrying this team. One tweet read, "The narrative had shifted. Angel Reese was no longer seen as just a player having a meltdown. She was being viewed as a victim of internal politics, targeted for being loud, proud, and unfiltered. Still, through all of it, Angel Reese didn't say a word until the next game, when she walked out on the court with her head high, braids freshly done, and a message scrawled across her shooting sleeve. Watch me anyway." The crowd, standing ovation. But what happened during that game made headlines of its own, because midway through the third quarter, a surprise guest was spotted courtside, someone no one expected, and her presence changed everything. The cameras panned across the crowd and froze. Jaws dropped. Fans screamed. and the internet went into a complete meltdown. There, seated front row, legs crossed, sunglasses on, and stone-faced, was Caitlin Clark. Yes? Her. The same Caitlin Clark that Angel Reese had battled during their viral NCAA tournament face-off. It's the same Caitlin who shared headlines, endorsement deals, and fan rivalries with Angel ever since they both entered the league. And now, she was sitting courtside at Reese's most emotional game just days after Reese's public breakdown. Was it support? Was it shade? Nobody knew. But one thing was certain: everyone was watching them. Angel Reese didn't acknowledge her at first. She played with laser focus, locking in on rebounds and scoring back-to-back layups. She wasn't just playing, she was performing. Like every step was a statement, every move a clapback. But then, in the fourth quarter, after a clutch block and one of her signature too small celebrations, Reese looked directly at Clark, smirked, and mouthed, "You still here for me?" And Clark. She applauded. The moment was caught on camera. It went viral within minutes. Fans began debating, was this a show of respect? A silent truce? Or was Clark stealing the spotlight again? The post-game interview made things even more confusing. When asked about Clark's appearance, Reese gave a subtle shrug. "I don't care who's in the crowd. I play for the people who show up, the ones who never left." Meanwhile, Clark avoided reporters entirely and was whisked out, a side exit. That night, Twitter turned into a battlefield. Team Angel and #Team Caitlin were trending again. Some said Clark's appearance was an olive branch. Others called it op energy, accusing her of showing up only when Reese was vulnerable. One post even accused WNBA execs of planting Clark there to shift attention and soften the backlash against the league. But the real chaos was still brewing backstage. After the game, a video leaked from inside the tunnel. Angel Reese, sweaty and emotional, walking back to the locker room when she stopped, and guess who was waiting? Caitlin Clark. They exchanged words. No mics, no cameras. Just lips moving and intense expressions. Security gave them space, clearly. Briefed on something. Then, out of nowhere, Reese and Clark hugged. Yes, hugged. The clip barely lasted 7 seconds, but broke the internet for 7 hours straight. Fans were stunned. Is this real? No way they just hugged after all that. Plot twist of the century. But the emotional twist didn't stop there. In her post-game IG story, Angel Reese posted a photo of herself in the locker room. With one sentence, "They tried to isolate me. They watched me rise," and below it, a tag. At Caitlin Clark 22.q, total media explosion. Sports outlets called it the biggest heel-face turn in wnba history. Journalists scrambled to schedule interviews. Fans begged for a joint podcast. One brand known for controversial celebrity collabs even offered them a joint sneaker deal on the spot. But not everyone was celebrating. Some fans, especially from the Chicago Sky side, felt betrayed. "You hug her, but not your own fans." One comment read, "This ain't a redemption arc. This a media setup." Another posted, "Angel didn't respond. But sources say something even bigger is coming." Because while fans were distracted by the hug, another leak quietly dropped that same night. One that reveals what really happened behind those empty seats, and the name behind the silence will leave you speechless. So there you have it, from viral outburst to media storm, surprise hugs to secret sabotage, Angel Reese's emotional roller coaster left fans breathless, divided, and demanding answers. The night that started with empty seats ended in one of the most unexpected moments in wnba history. A powerful athlete at her breaking point. Surprise appearance from her biggest rival. And a hug that sparked more questions than it answered, but the real mystery still lingers. Who pulled the strings behind the scenes? Was the low turnout really just about fans? Or was it a calculated move by someone with more power than we think? And what's next for Angel Reese now that she's got the world watching again? Was this an authentic moment of raw emotion from a young star under pressure? Or was it all a masterclass in media manipulation? Did Caitlin Clark come in peace? Or was her courtside seat a silent power move? And most importantly is this: the beginning of redemption or the start of something even messier? Now it's your turn. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you Team Angel or Team She overreacted? Do you believe she was set up by the league, or was it all just a moment of realness gone viral? Don't forget to like this video if your jaw dropped at least once. Hit subscribe if you live for the drama. And turn on notifications because you already know in this world of sports, power, and pettiness, the next twist is always around the corner. Until next time, keep watching, keep questioning, and remember, the court might be where they play, but the real game happens behind the scenes.